You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. And so begins our journey to Sedona, starting with the most sacred place of all, our home. From here, we departed on a 4-hour journey in search of spiritual enlightenment and personal enrichment. 4 hours later, we had made it to the motherland. Spell Sedona backwards and you get anodes, which is an electrical term. Sedona is a place of powerful energy, both electrical and magnetic. Once you've entered the landscape of spiritual Sedona, her powerful energy and tremendous beauty will call you back over and over again. Yo, did you really think I was going to talk like that through that whole video? I'm going to try something different on today's vlog, and I'm going to do a little bit of voiceover as we're watching the video so you can see what we did during this 3-day weekend. But I'm definitely not going to talk like that. Let's keep it cash. So why don't we get right into it and you can see what we did this weekend. Okay, in all seriousness, a lot of people do come to Sedona for the spiritual aspect of the city. There's these vortexes all around here that create these energies. But what struck me, the first thing we got here was the red sandstone. And I did some research later. This all was created by erosion. It used to be an ancient seabed. So all these mountains that you see were eroded over time. So the first thing we did when we got into town was parked at this artist area shopping village called Tlaquepaque. It's kind of hard to say, but Tlaquepaque is how you say it, and it kind of resembles this Mexican village, kind of like Guadalajara. We had lunch here, a really good club sandwich and a burger and some beers, and you could hear the fountains everywhere, artists playing this classical music. But the most important thing for Steph here was the shopping, of course. They had crystal stores everywhere, jewelry stores, so let's take a look at Steph in her element and see some footage of her shopping. So Steph didn't end up buying anything, but we were both pleasantly surprised with how beautiful this shopping area was. I had a field day filming, she had a field day trying stuff on, and then from here we went to the main road of the town, which had all these crystal shops, it had tour guides, it had restaurants. So we walked around here for a long while and we ended up buying some crystals and this cool glass bowl thing on this wood pedestal. But yeah, Sedona is known for these vortexes all around the city that exude these different energies. And people come here from all over the world to experience that. I didn't know that until we got here. So we ended up going to one of these vortexes, which is on this place called the Airport Mesa, which you see here. And everyone was here at sunset. It was really beautiful seeing the sunset over these red sandstones and the city down below. And afterwards we headed back into town to this vegetarian restaurant, which was amazing. The food was all farm to table. I had this really good quesadilla, Steph had a burrito, and then we headed to our Airbnb, which you see here. And the next morning we were ready to see some nature. So we drove into this place called the Crescent Moon Picnic Site, and it's very famous for these rock formations you see here called Cathedral Rock. And again, it's amazing how this is all created by erosion. So I flew the drone a little bit here, and this was really, really picturesque in the morning. There was no one there, fall colors everywhere. And at a certain point, we're walking along the river here called Oak Creek Trail, and we encounter all these balanced stones. So Steph had a field day playing with those while I kind of did some filming and flew the drone up. So let's check out some drone footage. Pretty cool if I don't say so myself. So after that we went into town, got some lunch at this Mexican restaurant called Mariposa. I had the pork tostadas and Steph had this really good salad. Just trying to squeeze it all in there before we had to get out of there. So from here, we decided to start driving down to Phoenix for the weekend. But before that, we decided to stop at this church, this Chapel of the Holy Cross, which was built in 1956, super modern. And the crazy thing is that it's built up on the sandstone. So, I don't know, I just felt at one with God. Let's cue the dramatic religious music. I don't know, don't you just feel so at peace with the Lord when you see this stuff? I know I do. No, but seriously, this was like the perfect way to end our Sedona trip. And Steph and I are definitely going to come back here in the very near future. She's going to do some yoga, some meditation. I'm going to do some cool hiking and some ATV stuff, maybe get in a helicopter and see the whole landscape from above. But yeah, it's just a beautiful place. It was voted #1 most beautiful place by Good Morning America about 2 years ago. Anyway, from there it's just a 2-hour drive down to Phoenix. And we decided to stay in Scottsdale because it's kind of the nicer part of Phoenix. You can see all the restaurants and bars and hotels here. So we checked into our hotel, which is this classic loft hotel. Super chill, super modern. And from there we started exploring Tempe, which is where Arizona State University is. And we went to this brewery, came back to Scottsdale. Steph was loving that the Notre Dame game was playing that night in the middle of Scottsdale. And here we just walked around. It's super nice scale, chill vibe. And we were looking for some dinner, which we eventually decided upon Indian food, which we love. But yeah, Scottsdale felt very nice. There was nothing wrong with Scottsdale at all. After eating all this Indian food, we did like a 3-mile walk throughout Scottsdale, and it was just really chill. The next morning we got up, we got some breakfast, and that was pretty much it for our time in Phoenix. One thing I really did love about Phoenix though is the desert landscaping here. Like they really do it right compared to Vegas. There's Palo Verdes everywhere, all this natural desert landscape. And this is a cool like modern living area that we stopped by before going downtown just to scope it out. And then driving the 4 hours back to Vegas. So all in all, a really, really chill Nevada Day weekend. And we will definitely be back to Sedona. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the voiceover this time. I don't know if I'll do more of these or if I'll do some more traditional vlogging. Peace. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out Sedona sometime. It's pretty sick.